Welcome to Rise Up, Be Me. Today, let's talk about the soul. Is it real? It's a big word, isn't it? It's a strange word, and everyone's trying to understand, does it actually exist and what does it actually mean? Let's get to the chase of it. I believe in the soul because what I discovered from my soul totally outweighs what I discovered from myself as a human being. There's two pathways. One is the human being. We all know that one so well. Then you have the soulful path. Not a lot of people are into that. How do you get to understand the soulful path? It's by understanding that your life isn't the human pathway. How many of you turn around and say, surely there's got to be more to life than this? And I will say, there is, because that's the question that I was asking. Surely there's got to be more to life than this? And then something inside of me went, yeah, there is. Do you want to find out? That was a long journey. That was trying to understand where was this journey going. So my soul was in control of this whole thing. And my soul is connected to the world of spirit. All souls are connected to the greater soul. This planet surely has a soul. It must have. But when we look at people trying to understand what is the soul, if they truly knew their soul, we would be living in a completely different world. Because once I understood my soul, I lived in a completely different world because it taught me how to live in a completely different world, which meant I was in the kingdom of hell. And my soul taught me how to become the kingdom of heaven. Huge difference. And what was the difference? The difference was it was the human programming that put me into the kingdom of hell, which means going through depression, going through anxiety, going through loss, going through poverty, going through homelessness, going through bipolar, going through a mental mind of almost schizophrenia. You know, there was a day when I would have embraced somebody putting a straitjacket on me and putting loads of injections in me just to look after me. I would have said, thank you very much for that. I do need looking after because I'm obviously not capable. So that's where I went with this story. If mental asylums still existed today like they did in the Victorian times, I wasn't going to get out. And that's what was scary. When you're going through the awakening programming, which means your soul is awakening. We've got a lot of people talking about the awakening, but we're talking about what's going on in the outside world. You know, can you see the outside world? But the true awakening is transforming and transcending yourself away from the human being. That's what it did for me. I discovered my own God within, and I discovered my own religion. And you know why it became a religion? Because it saved my life. And it's as simple as that. But my inner world, my inner God said, it's all within. And we've heard great masters talk about this. But what is within? Well, your intelligence is within you. It's pure intelligence, your DNA, everything that works your body is pure intelligence. What fucks it up is the human programming. Look at the way that we speak with ourselves. We destroy our own immune system. But then it got to this point where I heard this voice that said, be me. And that set me off on this whole program of what was spirituality, what was spirit. Spirit and spirituality are two different things. Spirituality you can go and learn. But when you want to understand spirit, you've got to experience that. That's something that you can't learn. I couldn't go somewhere to discover what my spirit is. I had to go through a lot of things to discover my own spirit, my own soul. Now, when you take that journey, you don't know what to believe. Awakening the soul is when you wake up and you say to yourself, I can't keep being a slave. Being a slave is killing me and I'm missing out on life. When you see it from the idea of the soul's initiation, the soul has come here, my soul has come here, to go through a certain series of initiations, which means you fall into the human trap, you think that's it. And then all of a sudden, you fall out of that trap, and then you've got a big question mark looming over your head. And then the soul remembers, because now it's in the darkness now, because in that darkness you will be really searching. You will be asking yourself a shitload of questions trying to discover answers to. You're not going to find them because you're asking up there. But it's inside that you got to find them, because that's where I found mine. I wasn't going to find it in scriptures. I wasn't going to find it in some form of spirituality. I needed to go inside and know my story, read my story, understand the story, and get the fuck out and change the story, it seemed. And that's when the soul went, do you want some help with that? Because the soul knows where it's going. It's come onto the planet, it's leaving the planet. It's as simple as that. But it wants to come here, experience the life as a human, great. But then when it finds itself in that place of what the fuck has happened, that's when the teacher within you, that's the ember key. My soul was the ember key, but I'm saying every soul is the ember key because it's the code of awakening towards your own greatness. So then I look in it and I think to myself, okay, I bring beamism, my religion. Wow, and I totally believed in it. And it took me a long time to understand what it was that I was actually creating, because I didn't know what my soul was creating. It was doing this all by itself. And so therefore, as I said, the soul is connected to the spirit. The spirit is in what you would call that other dimension. The human has fucked us over. The people that are in control are fucking us over. But the important thing is, you got to stop fucking yourself over, because that's what I kept doing. So what did I do with the being me is, I needed to become my best friend. I needed to talk to me as if I'm my best friend that had some advice, that would listen, that would understand, that would help me. I found the real self. And that real self was a lot more loving, a lot more compassionate, had incredible healing gifts. It helped me to master my mind. It helped me to heal my emotions. It helped my body to feel great. It was so great to not be walking around protecting myself with a field of anger that said, fuck off, just leave me alone. That form of protection was killing me, as I'm sure it's killing a lot of you. That creates an illness within the body. And then we go, well, I don't know why I'm so ill. The reason why we're so ill is because we've never expressed our true self, that loved who it was, loved who it is. Two things: love self, love life. That's the code of Ember Key. That's how I discovered it, and that's what I work with. And if you want to know more about that, I'll leave details at the end of this video so that you can connect with me. We can have a 1 hour, 90-minute Skype meeting. I will send you the details. My email is at the bottom of the end of this video. My name is Trevor Owsley, or is it? I'll see you on the other side. Take care.